Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bakersfield College Renegade Athletics here at Bakersfield.com. Pleasure to have you all back with us. We're inside the Gil Bishop Sports Center on Vance Palm alongside my partner, Tom Myers. Tom, opening round, Southern California Community College Volleyball. We're here in Bakersfield where these number 2 ranked Renegades in the entire state of California welcoming in San Jacinto. It's a night of red and black. Everywhere you look, it's red, white, and black. Both teams have the same colors, so we'll get used to that. But, Tom, first of all, let's step it back for a minute or two. We were here about 10 days ago for that great call, and what we saw was a team that has been gelling together for quite some time, and I know you and Coach Lorraine are going to talk about that in just a second. It hasn't taken a long time to get here. They've been in this mode for a long time. However, when the regular season's over, Tom, we all know you can throw the record books out, right?
It's playoff volleyball.
Right.
And so, this is no patty cake in San Jacinto. So they've got some work to do tonight, and Mount San Jacinto comes in tonight with a really, really good record, only about 4 losses on the season. So they're definitely a team to be reckoned with. So the Bakersfield College Renegade ladies can't look past this one at all.
We look back at this season, 1 loss, and that was in a tournament which seems like a decade ago in the summertime. This is a team that has not only excelled on the court, but in the classroom, on the road trips. I know you and Coach Lowe will talk about that as well, but a special season nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can talk statistics all night long because I love statistics when it comes to volleyball. This is a team that out of 81 sets has only dropped 9 all season long, and that's remarkable for any level to see that kind of dominance in this Bakersfield College team.
To wrap up their season conference finale here in this gym, it was a packed house. They had a ton of different athletes from different sports here. They had the younger players in the community here. It was a pressure cooker situation to finish the regular season. I have to think that brings a big wave of momentum into tonight.
Yeah, and going into the playoffs, I think BC, they already have that confidence built up. I think that last game that they had played in for the regular season was just a way to kind of cap off a successful season. And I'm not saying that they're, Coach Ferrer doesn't let them look past anything. And so that last game, I'm sure they came out and pretty much put that one away. It's a dominating season for this team, and they're going to go ahead and move forward. And we're looking forward to excellent play tonight and a fantastic volleyball game.
You mentioned Coach Ferreira. He's looking for his assistant. Guess what? She's up here with us. Coach Lowe's going to jump in real quick, spend some time with you, and we're going to get ready to go. Hi, Coach.
Coach Lorraine Aguilar joining me on the broadcast now, affectionately referred to as Coach Lowe.
Yes.
So that's how we're going to talk about
Coach
you tonight.
Lowe.
And so, really what you're looking at, talk about the special type of team that you have here this year.
Oh my gosh, we
ladies
have such a great team. They have great chemistry. They unconditionally love each other on and off the court, which makes it so easy and effortless for them to play together and just win together. And the chemistry is amazing. I think that's like an important thing when it comes to volleyball, and they have it this year. It's really great. Yeah,
the awards that have been dished out on this squad.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking Sarah Armendariz, WSC South Conference Player of the Year.
Yes.
Lainey Camarillo, WSC First Team. Penelope Zapata, WSC South First Team. I mean, you're loaded and stacked with all-star players.
We are, and we're so fortunate to have them with us this year. They're an amazing asset to our group, and we love them unconditionally.
Yeah. So tell me, tonight's a little bit of a bittersweet moment here. We're getting kind of toward the end of a special season, and this is where you guys kind of have to step it up a little bit because this is for all the marbles right here. And
yes.
One loss and you're out, and you don't have time for that. You guys have had a great season so far. Very few losses by sets.
Exactly.
Only 9 all season long. I keep talking about that number because it's an incredible number. What have you done to plan for tonight that anything different than what you've done during the regular season?
To be honest, we didn't really do anything different other than respect the team that's coming in. We do what we normally do. We have a scouting report. We talk about our mindset. We always like to, prepare in the mind first, and then we win on the court second. So we just kind of stick to what we know, and we carry each other, and we want to execute well. And we definitely, like I said, just right now, is we definitely have respect for our opponent. So we don't take them lightly at all.
Yeah. Now, one thing I noticed about the squad, and even though the win a couple of weeks ago was a dominant one, 25-10, I think, in the first set. They came out a little slow and a little sluggish that first set. Do you talk to them about that, or how do you guys handle trying to get them in the mindset that first set drudge that kind of comes up in a lot of teams.
We do.
At different levels, too.
Yeah,
Not just here, but lower level as well.
Exactly, yeah, we do. We do address it, we just kind of stress to them the importance of it is, but these girls are tired, so we're mainly, trying to support them and encourage them as best as possible. It's been a long season, and, so we have to, make sure that they're well taken care of, and, we do talk to them about, okay, you can do it, you can push more, just a little bit more, you have that in you, so we just really like to encourage them.
That's great.
So,
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it on back down to the court here in just a moment. And Coach Lowe, best of luck tonight on a successful game and the rest of the season. And hopefully Bakersfield College brings home a win tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
So after this, we'll be back in just a few moments right here on Bakersfield.com. And we're going to get ready to start this game in just a few minutes.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Running your business is hard work, but with the right tools and guidance, we can make it easier. At Rabobank, we deliver smart banking and lending solutions for local businesses, and we're always ready to roll up our sleeves and work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
It's November, and the early bird gets the savings. Freeway Chevrolet has the early bird savings you're searching for without the holiday hassle. We're serving up savings on the 2018 Chevy Cruze, priced under $16,000. Who can pass up the 2018 Chevy Malibu for only $19,749? Gobble up over $12,000 in savings on a 2018 Silverado. Whichever one you choose them at Freeway Chevrolet. Selection, savings, and service. Freeway Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
If you call Kern County home, then you can bank with Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. From savings and checking accounts to the latest in online and mobile technology, Kern Schools is here to be your lifelong financial partner. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
Star Spangled Banner. A rousing round of applause there in the era of social networking when even texts and emails come through from around the Gil Bishop Sports Center, whether they sound like a bird or whether they sound like a plane. The texts and emails keep rolling through. Hey, great to have everybody with us tonight. Vance Palm alongside Tom Myers. We've also got John Mettis here, Christian and Danny here. And now that the anthem is finished, the doors open back up and a new flood of fans coming to take a look at this number 2 ranked team in the state, the Bakersfield College Renegades, and they're going to be playing the Mount St. Jacinto Eagles. Again, the head coach, Serena Eason. Crowd still filing in. You know, Tom, when you look at these numbers for these Renegades, all that they've achieved, really, it's not as if even when you follow this team, there's one player that just screams off the pages as much as they do a unit, and I guess that's the age-old sports adage, there's no I in team. Yes, there are some key performers for both of these teams, but you don't luck your way into a number 2 seed.
Yeah, that's correct. And, you know, like I said, all-star quality squad here. This is the who's who of Kern County volleyball on this squad here. You know, we're talking Penelope Zepeda, 270 kills. Lainey Camarillo, 331 kills. Just an amazing and not only that, Penelope Zepeda, not only does she have the 270 kills, she does it in the back row. She's the number 2 passer on the team with 256 digs. And, you know, Jessica Morante, 377 digs. I mean, it is literally stacked with players. And Penelope Zepeda plays all the way around, and Camarillo will too. So, you know, we've got some really good talent on this squad. It's just remarkable, their talent.
The Bakersfield College women's volleyball team had a number of players win postseason awards. Sarah Armendariz, sophomore setter, AVCA first-team All-American, 3C2A first-team All-State, WSC South Conference Player of the Year. Sarah Armendariz, Lainey Camarillo, a freshman outside hitter, WSC South first-team. Penelope Zepeda, freshman outside hitter, WSC South first-team. Jessica Morante, freshman libero, WSC South second-team, WSC South libero of the year. Bianca Logsden, freshman middle blocker, WSC South second-team. Rain Bine, freshman middle blocker, WSC South honorable mention. Cheyenne Baez, freshman libero, WSC South honorable mention. And there's this guy named Carl Ferreira, the 2018 3C WVCA Coach of the Year, the 2018 WSC South Coach of the Year. Can you get me some oxygen, please?
You need some, because that's quite a mouthful to be able to account for all of that talent. Again, I mean, you just can't say it enough. And, hey, again, and I've said this so far, we're going to find out Mount San Jacinto has a little bit of talent on there as well. Number 9, Ruby Ruiz, and number 15, Lauren Patterson, 218 and 238 kills respectively. And not only that, Ruby Ruiz stays in probably in the back row because she's got 269 digs. So probably a player much in the same vein as Penelope Zepeda. They're both freshmen. So we're going to see if Carl, in his rotation, has his top-notch blocking crew in the front row when those two girls that are both outside hitters come around in the front.
Wow, fun stuff. Southern Conference regional playoffs here at the community college level. And our Eagles ranking, what are they seeded coming in?
They were seeded number 17 coming in. They had to do a play-in game on Saturday against Santa Monica. So in order for them to even get in, which that'll tell you a little bit of something about Southern California and the Western States Conference volleyball. If you have to do a play-in game and you've only lost 4 games all season, there's some pretty stacked squads in that area.
One outlet had them at 16. We have them at 17. And here we go. Again, we're in Bakersfield, California for the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs. Round 1 at BC, Mount San Jacinto serving. And starting off is Lane Mafucci. First kill of the evening, Jamie Lorch.
And that's a nice way for Mount San Jacinto, the Eagles, to start off. A quick, nice one set there. Didn't get all of it, but got it and toenailed it off of the block there by Camarillo.
Long second serve
Zepeda
by Mafucci. So the Renegades will now get their first serve of the evening, and to start things off, Penelope Zepeda.
Penelope has a great serve. It's a jump serve with a little bit of a floater and a knuckleball, kind of hard to handle, and you saw it right there.
Opportunity for the Gades. Net violation doesn't really matter anyway. A nice kill by Faith Galvan in the back corner. Or Cynthia Arango, my fault.
Yeah, we're going to see a little bit of that coverage. You saw it there, that real quick one over there on the left side, and they made a good job, the Eagles did, of getting over to cover that.
Big swing by Camarillo, net violation, San Jacinto.
Even at that one was coming so hard that it passed probably about 25, 30 feet up in the air and out of bounds. It would have been a point for the Renegades one way or the other. A little bit of double contact there on that set. I'm surprised that the official let that go.
Point Eagles.
Officiating crews are a little bit different everywhere you go. A couple of weeks ago when we called a game here, we noticed a number of double calls on the setter for that squad. And so tonight they may be letting some of that go a little bit more, letting the teams play it out.
(3-2) Eagles. Nice little soft touch in there by Sarah Lopez. Tied at 3.
And the Eagles are going to have to be really careful to keep an eye on that. The Renegades run a 5-1, so you're going to see the setter dumping the ball a little bit tonight when she comes around to the front row.
Point Renegades. Last time we were here, the freshman for the Renegades, Bianca Logston, had a wonderful night. Oh, big kill, Lauren Patterson.
And that's that freshman that I was talking about so far on the season. Patterson, 238 kills. Now it's 239.
Serving Ariana Velasquez for San Jacinto. We're tied at 4. First set. Oh, Camarillo with a great shot as she's been blocked a couple of times now, but she comes back, a little more creative effort, and beautiful kill.
Great job by the Eagles. They're blocking, but then nobody covering in the middle, and Camarillo finds a little spot there.
Now Laney will serve. 5 serving 4. Off the stick. Point Renegades. Camarillo with a beautiful serve. Tough to handle for Ruby Reese. And out it goes, 7-4, Renegades.
And this is a tough rotation right now for BC. They got Laney Camarillo in the back row, and Penelope Zepeda in the front over there to hit, but not anyone really to block on this right side. So I would look for them to come this direction with Armendariz over here.
And the great effort by Armendariz on the quick stuff, but into the net it goes, 5 serving 7. San Jacinto trailing by 2 here in the first set.
Vance, that was that dump that I was talking about that she's going to go to all night long. And they may not be so surprised because they've watched film on Bakersfield College and they know what Armendariz can do.
Fan deep. Renegades point, 8 serving 5. Jessica Morante will serve.
And that one may have been a little long, but they went ahead and got it anyway. Nice dump there in the front row.
San Jacinto crowd traveled well tonight, and they're looking for the double. They're on the officials quick. 6 serving 8, great point from the Eagles. Arango serve, tough to handle. And Cynthia Arango, the sophomore, one of the team leaders, wears the red. A great get by Ruby Reese, but even better blocking up front for the Renegades. They knocked down Asia Bailey's shot, 9 serving 7, and back to serve Sarah Armendariz.
And now they get to go back to 3 hitters in the front row. That one just a little bit shy off the tape and out of bounds.
A veritable who's who tonight, Tom, in the local volleyball scene.
Nice one, just back over the net.
Knocked down at the front.
And an uncharacteristic ball in the net about midway for Penelope Zepeda.
Zepeda, one of the freshman stars for the Renegades. Overpass, but the kill handled by Camarillo. Oh, pretty set, but just long.
Good eye by
on the
Jessica
kill.
Moranti out there, getting the duck back behind and just kind of.
That's like full count, and you're taking it on the corner, man. Ooh.
That's right.
10 serving 9, Renegades up 1 in the first. Tough serve, but handled.
And Laney up there.
What a beautiful kill. Inside out, Laney Camarillo. That's a big point.
That is a big point. And you know what? Nobody was able to get over because they're trying to follow that middle still. And she was able to do a hard cross just past the 10-foot line over. That's a hard shot to make. Great effort by Laney Camarillo.
11-9, Renegades up 2 here in the first. Ooh, just a hair long on that strong serve by Zepeda.
And as we talked about earlier, getting the cobwebs out early for the Renegades is going to be really important. And they'll tend to do that sometime here toward the end of this set, I'm hoping. We've seen that numbers of times this year with them. That one not handled well by Zepeda.
We're tied at 11. So the San Jacinto Eagles on the road have to come up and face the number 2 team in the state. Hanging in there in the first one. And another by Laney Camarillo.
Camarillo found a spot right there just at about the 10-foot line over the front block. They've had more success coming closer to the middle because that libero or that setter coming up from behind to get that dink has been there every time. That time she was a little delayed in getting to that shot. Otherwise, they might have kept the ball in play.
Cheyenne Baez will serve for the Renegades. Big block up front, but not enough as Cashley Hular with the kill. Now it's Jamie Lorch, tied at 12.
Nice play to the middle. And that's what they're able to find is that spot right there in the middle. The Eagles are leaving that open, and BC is definitely going after it.
If you're Coach Easton, you've gone through the drills all week, what to look for, what to get ready for, how to prepare for this, and then it's those doggone little dinks that can get you.
We didn't see that on film.
Right. And that's going to get called. So now these San Jacinto fans and parents, they want to see it as well. 14-12.
There's that double contact that we were talking about earlier.
Right. Nice tough serve out there by Cora Garcia. So Cora causes Serena Easton to call a timeout. We'll take our first brief one here on Bakersfield.com. Back right after this.
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Tom Myers here at Bakersfield College. Crowd starting to get into it. Some of the other athletics departments being represented here. Great to have everyone in. Baseball team, I know. I see some swimmers over there. Maybe even a wrestler or two jumping in here. As the Renegades are up 15-12 here in the first round of the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs. Good stuff, Tom.
Well, so far, we've got a 15-12 game. BC starting to kind of turn it on just a little bit here. Coach Eason needed to kind of take a timeout to reset her Eagles. They've hung in there pretty well so far with Bakersfield College. But BC finding a little bit of success with that middle dink right inside the 10-foot line, just over the D in Renegades so far.
Okay, Garcia's serve is met, handled. Camarillo, they're looking for a tip. BC thought they had it. No, it's long. San Jacinto wins the point.
Sometimes what will happen, especially in Laney's case, is that her legs will start to get tired through a play, and instead of being able to get on top of the ball, she doesn't snap as much, and then she sends one long like that. So
that ball just keeps coming, doesn't it?
It does.
Hit another one, Laney. Hit another one, Laney.
She'll get warmed up here pretty soon,
Exactly.
though, and then you'll really start seeing it.
How about
right
that?
Now.
She's like, hey, Tom Vance, what are you guys talking about? I'll just do this. Pop. Another great point.
That's the great thing about players that play with their brain. They don't play with their muscle, they play with their brain. And you know what? Coach Ferreira was talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
You're right.
The mental aspect of the game and teaching them the smart play as opposed to the hard play.
Laney serving. Oh, and a big block up front. Wow. How about that?
Laney Camarillo and Bianca Lodgson over there on that left side, and that was a big block. Wow.
Tough serve. Logston got the first one, not the second one, so it's 14 serving 17. San Jacinto trying to hang in here in the first one.
Yeah, Lodgson's been having a little bit of trouble. Her and Bain having a little trouble in the middle there. The middle blocking is really successful right now for the Eagles, and so they're going to have to work that out. Now
what a great shot.
There's that dump I was talking about, and that one they blocked so far every time, but that one they didn't see coming, and she came back to behind her, kind of a no-look pass behind her. What a fantastic dump by the setter there. Number 9, Sarah Armendariz.
18-14, overpass. They handle it. Not quite sure what the call was, Tom, but either way, it goes to the Renegades, 19 serving 14.
We'll have to look that one up in the rule book because I've been playing volleyball for a long time. I've never seen that called.
Adriana Grajeda with the kill for San Jacinto. (15 serving 19). The Eagles. Cynthia Arango serves.
And watch for Penelope Zapata here. Great reach up over the top. Good snap. Went right over the block and down in the back.
You called it. She did it. 20 serving 15 here in the first set. And the Renegades share the wealth. Ryan Bain with the kill.
Yeah, she had gotten that block. They were up, but it came down inside the net because they weren't pushing forward enough up against the net in order to put it back over. So down inside the net, inside the block.
Great set, great dig. Oh, but into the net, into the net is Ruby Reese. Oh, what a great dig. But net violation, 22-15, Tom. Nice start for the Renegades, starting to stretch this thing out here in the first set.
And this is what we were thinking we were going to see. We've seen this a lot with BC so far this year. You can hang with them a little bit until they get warm. And then once they get warm, they'll extend a little bit. Some of the plays will go their way. They start getting their arm swings a little bit better. The passes are a little more crisp. And then they really start to show why they're the number 2 ranked team in the state.
In John Metis' article from the Bakersfield, California, they touched on the topic of how this has been a team that's been gelling since moment one this year.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of these girls played against each other in high school, so they know each other already.
But haven't played together.
Some of them played club together.
Some.
But they've all known each other. They've had experience in the All-Star games this past season with some of them on the freshman team. Lainey and Penelope played together for 3 years in high school. So it's just been kind of a, they're definitely moving towards working with each other. I think that it's definitely a squad that's top-notch caliber.
Right now it's 22-15. Renegades up 7. And trying to stretch this thing out a little more, Tom.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're probably going to see a pretty quick finish to this first set. And then Mount San Jacinto is going to have to figure out what they're going to do for this next set.
That's one way they can start, with a strong arm of Ruby Reese, the freshman outside hitter.
Yeah, the funny thing was they were all caught off surprise, apparently, the BC team was, by how cohesive they were going to be prior to the start of the season. And then when the year started, it just transmitted, they were just mistake-free, and everything kind of went and flowed just perfectly together.
And I think that's the great point there. They went from knowing each other pretty well and gelling pretty well to really some error-free volleyball. And you see so many 3-set, sweep jobs. That doesn't just come from great hitting and great setting and great digging. It comes from knowing each other, and that's a nice shot right there.
Yeah, she found and picked her spot. That ball was about 2 inches inside of the line and over the top of 2-man block, and boy, way to get it in there.
The southpaw, Lainey Mafucci, tough serve to handle, an overpass, and Ruby Reese takes care of business.
And it looks like Coach Ferreira wants to talk that one over, kind of maybe calm Jessica Moranti down a little bit, the libero on this squad. She doesn't make too many mistakes, and so we've seen a little bit of that non-crisp coming out of that timeout.
You look at these BC Renegades and look at some of their numbers. Penelope Zepeda, 256 digs to go along with 270 kills. Wow.
She's an all-around player, and Penelope, I've had the pleasure of knowing Penelope for about 5-6 years now, and she played all around her entire high school career, never came off the court. And in high school, in volleyball of any kind anymore, that's a rarity when you have a player that hits as powerful as she does, that you can still count on her to pass, you can count on her to set. She has the total package in a volleyball player, and so definitely, that's the reason why her numbers look like they do.
The quintessential 6-rotation player, 22-18 here in this first set. The Eagles hanging in there.
Yeah, well, here, and another thing, before I get in trouble by anybody, Lainey Camarillo didn't play all around in high school. So she's really worked hard on her game and has a ton of passes, too. She's got 173, I believe, on the season of digs. So she didn't do that in high school, so they brought her to this level, and she's worked hard and gotten better at her all-around game.
My man, you've been in trouble with me a long, long time. Don't sweat it.
I was more worried about her parents.
Here we go, 18 serving 22. Oh, and they're going to call a net violation. That's tough to swallow because that was a big swing. But it is now 23-18. Renegades up 5 here in the first set. This is the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs. We're at Bakersfield College tonight.
That pass mishandled just a little bit.
And that came over the stick.
They're going to call it out of bounds, and now we've got game point for BC.
Wow, how about this? That came quickly, huh? Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, it set point.
Penelope with the floater. Nice block by the Eagles.
Oh, just a quick reflex by Ruby Reese, but it was the wrong one.
A tip and a reach back is always a mistake.
How about this? The Renegades take care of business, 25-18 here in the first set. We'll be back right after this on Bakersfield.com.
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and MyTel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
Buying a pre-owned vehicle from an online company can be risky, especially if the vehicle is not seen in person before the purchase. At Three-Way Chevrolet, we want you to search and compare the inventory on our website, but then come in to the dealership and test drive our vehicles. Let us take the risk out of your buying experience. Buy from the dealer you trust, and when you step up to certified pre-owned, confidence comes standard. A 172-point inspection and reconditioning along with 2 factory-backed limited warranties and roadside assistance add up to a value you can depend on, and a vehicle you can trust from Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank, we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bakersfield.com. Pleasure to have all of you with us. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Tom Myers. We are at Bakersfield College tonight, about 90 minutes north of Los Angeles, about 2 hours east of Santa Barbara, about 90 minutes south of Fresno, and about an hour and a half west of the Antelope Valley area, dab smack in the heart of the southern San Joaquin. They call it the breadbasket of the world, and tonight it is the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs between the number 2 ranked team in the state of California, the Bakersfield College Renegades, and the number 17th ranked team in the state of California, the Mount San Jacinto Eagles. First game, Renegades 25-18.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we were talking about Bakersfield College and their ability to kind of start out a little bit slow, but then kind of get going as they go on. We've seen that numbers of times this year, but also their biggest competition so far this year, aside from Long Beach, a game that they lost early, was the Canyons. And Canyons came up last week, and BC beat Canyons 3-2 earlier about 3-4 weeks ago, and then BC beat them here 3-1. So that development, you could say just one game, in 3-2, 3-1. But the development and the progression of them in this final month is helping them kind of move their way into this playoff season.
The crowd starting to grow in numbers, in decibels, and everything as we go into the second set here. Fun night here, the Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. Festive time of the year, eh, Tom?
It's nice to have a crowd in here. You know, it brings me back to my old days when I played in this gym. And, in fact, 1988, I watched the U.S. Olympic team, 87, excuse me. I watched the U.S. Olympic team with Karch Karai, Barry Sacco, Eric Sacco, Steve Timmons, you know, the who's who of volleyball, one of the best volleyball teams that the United States has ever had. The men's team played in this gym, and it was packed.
I remember I was here, down on the baseline. Renegades start off where they left off. Quick, agile, reading the minds of the opponents to an extent, and being ready.
Well, and Carl Ferrer down there with a pen, working feverishly on his game plan. And, you know, you'd think it's volleyball and there's nothing to really worry about, but he's working on it. And Penelope Zapata there with a nice ace.
Putting a little work on it. Ruby Reese not able to handle it.
But what effort, you know, by the Eagles. I mean, they're going to fight this thing tooth and nail all the way out. And that right there is indicative of that. So good job by the Eagles moving over there trying to get after that ball.
Perfect pass, perfect set.
Nobody to block, but great dig.
That ball knocked back. Sarah Lopez's hit put right back on her.
You know, that right side is really hard to hit off of as a right-sided hitter because the ball is coming across your body. So your timing is always different. Right side hitters are a special breed of people. They really, they hit. I hated hitting from the right side.
Big swing. Ooh, goodness.
And right there, that's why you see that Lauren Patterson is the #1 hitter on this Mount San Jacinto squad.
Goodness. Tied at 2. Second set. Oh, great serve.
Nice effort by Penelope Zapata, but she didn't think that thing was going to drop over to the outside. That was only about 3-4 feet after that 10-foot line and over to that side. But, you know, that there's really not a lot you could do about that. Same spot again.
4-2, San Jacinto with the early lead here in the second set. Tom said it's the team had a plan, essentially, to get here. 4 losses only the entire year. Big swing by Camarillo. It's out.
The official over here called it in.
Ooh.
And the coach,
Coach Eason
wants to, she's not so sure about that. She was standing right there watching it.
And that's a beautiful kill by Patterson. Across the other side of the court, and it dropped in right in front of Coach Ferreira.
And Lauren Patterson's starting to get her groove right now. So Bakersfield College is going to I said they were going to have to address her at some point. It looks like now's the time.
Tom, they are addressing her. Loxton with a big swing up front. Patterson has it come back at her. They're still alive in this thing. Battle at the net. And it ends up Renegade point. Laney Camarillo with the deciding touch.
Nice joust there at the net by Laney. May have reached over just a little bit too far into the other team's field of play, but they let that one go and point to the Bakersfield College Renegades.
Oh, gosh. Not the prettiest of situations in this rally.
That set a little low, and Laney had to push that one to the backcourt.
But certainly a nice put away there by Cashley Hular.
Now, what we saw on that play just now, that the blocking wasn't there. So the blocking is supposed to cover that area where the ball ended up. That's why she didn't slide over, or she wasn't out of position. She was actually in position, but the block has to be there. If it's not, they can pick you apart in the back row all day long.
6 serving 4. The Eagles up 2, second set. And Zepeda got enough of it, but it was deflected just enough to give him a point.
Yeah, you know, the good thing about something like that, you don't like to see a block, but had that ball not been touched, that back row player would have had an easy one to pass and put up in the air.
Kept alive. Big block up front, but it's out. And the Renegades come back to make this a 6-6 set.
And that shows you the power of Penelope Zepeda to get that ball and get the height on it and get the block to bounce way up in the air and out of bounds. Great job by hitting over there on that left side.
Oh, what a sweet touch by Adriana Grajeda. Hung up there for an extra second.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of smart play right now by the Eagles to where they're kind of picking their battles. You know, they're finding spots, they're dropping the ball in. You know, we've seen a number of those different, you know, again, Lauren Patterson can hit the daylights out of the ball, but she's been dinking it when she has the opportunity. And that's a big block right there.
A big block out there as well by Adriana Grajeda, doing exactly what Tom is saying, both sides of the net, and it's a 2-point lead again for the San Jacinto Eagles. Serving now, Lauren Patterson. Well, she's had a great start to this evening. Long on that serve.
Nice choice by Cora Garcia, stepping back, knowing where she was on the court, and seeing the ball in its level and letting it go for the point for Bakersfield College.
Adriana says, like, I've got the pass. Heads up, everybody out of my way.
And
quick set, quick kill.
That is a great shoot set right there. And that's a hard one to hit. That's like the alley-oop of volleyball. And I'll tell you what, that was perfect. Great play by the Eagles there for the point.
9 serving 7. Oh, but a big swing by Zepeda.
And there you see the power of Penelope Zepeda going line. And, you know, the mistake by the Eagles on that was trying to cover cross court too much, and Penelope saw that and just put it right down the line for the point. Nice dig in the backcourt there by the libero.
Arango had a great dig and a disappointing finish to that long rally for the Eagles. We're tied at 9. Point, Renegades. Jamie Lorch could not convert.
And I think Eason's getting close to wanting to call a timeout here. She came over and looked at the official and then waved it off.
Coach Easton certainly thought that never cleared the tape. And then on top of that, a point by the Renegades.
And that's a nice snap by Penelope Zepeda. That ball just sunk. And again, she was looking at the official earlier thinking she was going to have to call a timeout, and then here we are.
So we are at 11-9 in the in the second set. And Coach Eason, the statuesque, striking, tall coach for the Eagles, is also carrying a future volleyball player. She is really letting her players know we're in this thing, and I can feel this baby kicking in my stomach too, so come on.
Well, Coach Easton doesn't want to let things kind of get away from her, but one thing that we're noticing in the squad for the Eagles is that their blocking isn't as organized as it has been, and they're starting to kind of fall a little behind, and their timing is getting a little bit off. They're not as crisp and on as they were earlier. So, you know, we've seen areas where they can only get one blocker up, and then the Renegades are exploiting it and taking the ball to the house.
Coach Ferreira, the recipient of that timeout, took the longest with his squad, held him out there to the very last second. The blue shirt was about to walk over and give him a tap on the shoulder with his flag saying, "Excuse me, sir."
There might be a little bit of gamesmanship in that one. I'm not going back to the court before you do.
11 serving 9. It's Sarah Armendariz, Superstar Award winner. And the buzzer went off right as the serve was about to start, and doesn't bother her. She comes out with a BB. Great effort up there by Ruby Reese and the Eagles with the point. Well, Ruby sure lets her presence be known.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, coming out of that timeout, the one thing you want to do is you want to get that point. And the Eagles are definitely hanging in very well in this set, 11-10. The Renegades just went on a 4-1 run, so that's what the timeout was for. But now, hopefully the Eagles can start taking them out of that zone.
Nice set. Big swing up top and not handled on the other side after it came right back at him. What a big block. A beautiful block by Sarah Lopez.
Yeah, Sarah Lopez definitely doing her job over there on the right side. A fairly decent tall gal. I mean, granted, you got Lainey Camarillo at 6'1". Lopez is no slouch.
Tough serve handled by Arango.
And Lopez swinging over there on the right side and puts it away and keys it right off the block for the point for the Renegades.
Jamie Lorch went up to do her best on the block, but it actually just went off of her wrist out of bounds.
And there's the Zepeda. Penelope with the ace on that one. And I'll tell you what, when that one's coming at you fast and it's not rotating, it's like trying to catch a Tim Wakefield knuckleball.
14-10. And that Sarah Lopez shot just out. Point Eagles.
By the way, I used the Tim Wakefield knuckleball for all the younger players, but Phil Necro I think would be more your speed, Vance.
Oh, thanks a lot, Tom. Charlie Huff. Another great knuckleballer. That knuckleball sails wide. (15 serving 11). The Renegades win the first one, 25-18. They're up by 4 here in the second. Southern Conference Regional Playoffs. Big swing by Patterson, handled perfectly by Baez, and that great dig by Baez sets up a point, Renegades.
Yeah, nice effort on the block there up at the net, but not enough off of it for the back row player to be able to get a hand on it, and then it went off the top of her too. Baez
tries to sneak one on the opposite front side, but it's a little out.
And as a coach, you never like those at any level.
Well, she just had this great dig too. So.
Yes, absolutely. You take one, you give one.
12 serving 16.
Nice misdirection by Bakersfield College there.
They go to Patterson. Patterson, another 6th rotation player.
Nice look by Patterson going to her left in order to get it off the block and out of bounds.
The freshman phenom, look out. Lopez keeps it back in. And just out, Grajeda pushes it wide.
And that's a mental error by Adriana. You really need to know where you are on the court, and just pushing it a little bit too hard. She gets a little overzealous on that, and not an easy thing to do. It's an honest mistake, so I'm sure she's going to straighten that one out here pretty quick.
Cora Garcia into serve, and another big kill by Lauren Patterson. For those of you watching on Bakersfield.com, take a look. What a future star here in the state of California, Lauren Patterson.
Yeah, Lauren Patterson really has that cross-court angle down, and great reach, good vertical, and a great pop and a snap in her wrist. And I'll tell you what a fantastic hitter for the Eagles. And
she got it again. Sarah Armendariz, and that's a big one. That moves it to an 18 serving 14 scenario when you can feel the Eagles starting to claw back in this thing.
Yeah, and again, Armendariz, the ability to be in the front row as a 5-1 setter, you can do that up over the plane of the net, so that's really helping her. And Camarillo right there with a great ace.
Arango's been able to handle pretty much everything the Renegades have put at her, but that Camarillo serve was not one of them. Camarillo will keep on serving, and that will be a timeout by San Jacinto. We'll take a short break and come right back after this. Renegades up in the second, 2014 on Bakersfield.com.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Every day the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
Welcome back, everybody. 20-14. The Renegades up 6 here in the second set. They won the first one 25-18. I'm hearing that we have hashtag Better Myers listening in tonight and watching on the broadcast. Always nice to have the hashtag Better Myers watching.
Hashtag Better Myers, absolutely. My lovely wife is down in the crowd.
Hey, we have one fan.
There's one. It only takes one.
Oh, another big kill by Patterson.
Yeah, we keep saying her name all night long because she is
think we're done either.
Remarkable. Great reach, great timing, and really knows how to get the snap on the ball. Does a fantastic job.
Now she'll serve. And this is the second time in a row we've sung her praises, and it's the second time in a row she's gone long on the serve. So
yeah.
This young lady can do it all. 238 kills coming in. Nearly 100 digs. There's another one right there. Perfect pass. But how impressive is Sarah Armendariz? And you're talking about the AVCA First Team All-American, the 3C2A First Team All-State, the WSC South Conference Player of the Year in number 9, Sarah Armendariz for the Renegades. And here come the Gades. 23 serving 15.
And Jessica Morante, that's really one of the things that makes her valuable. You know, liberos are great for passing, but one that can serve the way that she does, really valuable to this squad.
Oh, big put away by Adriana Grajeda.
And that's a tough one to block because that's on a swing play.
Right.
So she's coming not necessarily straight on, but she's making a loop out and around so the blockers can't get to her in time because they would have to follow with her. If you follow her, you've committed. So if they go outside instead of going to her, then you're left out in the dark. So you got to kind of take a pick. And Grajeda wait, that was Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruby Reese.
And I'll tell you what, that's 2 in a row for her now.
Coach Ferreira wants the timeout. It's at 23-18, so I'm sure he's banking on the fact that a good 60 seconds with these great student athletes here is going to get us 2 quick ones.
Yeah, you know, you
beloved.
You never kind of leave it where it is. Of course, we got Prince playing in the background here. And you know what? You never leave it for granted. You got 23-18, but that can turn into 23-23 really fast. And, you know, Coach Ferreira, he really kind of, you know, he's a student of the game. So he's going to know, you know, where his team's playing. He's watching them close. He's seeing some of the mistakes that they're making, and he's going to kind of rein them back in again, bring them over, tell them where if they're out of position, kind of reset them and get them back on the court again.
Tom, I'm having a moment of reflection and deja vu, if you will. In this gym, I heard this for the very first time. Purple Rain's big hit.
I think I was in 5th grade.
Oh, great. Dude.
I wasn't in this gym. I was in the Franklin Elementary gym in Van Wert, Ohio, where I'm from.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed your last gig with me tonight. It's been fun. It's been a good time, Tom. I've enjoyed it. Prince in the Gil Bishop Sports Center. Wow. Renegade Faithful want to go crazy. They're one away from going up 2-0.
Nice block over there on the right side by Sarah Armendariz. And now it's game point.
Sales. So set number 2 is going to have to wait here. 19 serving 24, and serving is number 24, Lainey Mafucci. The southpaw. Net violation on Jamie Lorch, and that is it. 25-19, second set in the books. Renegades up 2. We'll take a short break and come right back with the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs, set 3.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Running your business is hard work. But with the right tools and guidance, we can make it easier. At Rabobank, we deliver smart banking and lending solutions for local businesses. And we're always ready to roll up our sleeves and work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
If you call Kern County home, then you can bank with Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. It's that simple. From savings and checking accounts to home and auto loans to the latest in online and mobile technology, Kern Schools is here to be your lifelong financial partner. And whether you like traditional banking or prefer to handle your finances online, we can meet all your needs. To open your Kern Schools account today, simply visit a branch or go online. With online account opening, you won't even have to come visit us. Just one more way Kern Schools is here to make your life easier so your dreams and goals become reality. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio.
To think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
And we're back. Bakersfield College, first round of the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs here at Bakersfield College. Bakersfield College up 2-0 so far. And I'm joining, of course, on the broadcast, Vance Palm. And Mr. Palm, what do you think about the game so far?
Just kind of like you talked about in our pregame and your discussions with Coach Lorraine, is the Eagles start off with another serve into the net. It's pretty much played out how we talked about. And you talked about it in that first set, how you can stay with them for a while. But the Renegades are apt to start turning up the heat.
Yeah, after a set or two, the legs start to turn to rubber. BC now starting to find their groove, and that middle hasn't been successful hitting today, but with the dink they're doing really well, and right there you can see it. That's Ryan Bain putting that one down.
Bain, freshman middle blocker, WSC South honorable mention.
And there's a nice play by Ruby Reese over there on the left side for the point for the Eagles. And it's 2-1, Bakersfield College leading. Nice knuckle serve.
Camarillo finds a way.
And that was a battle of the right side hitters right there.
You're right.
You know, we got Patterson on the one side and we got Camarillo on the other. And now Cheyenne Baez back to serve.
3 serving 1. Patterson handled by Baez. Camarillo's got to keep it alive. Does. Nice back set and a big swing. Handled, though, by Armendariz. Oh, what a rally. Lopez again tries it.
If BC's going to do a dink, they have to come to the middle.
Oh, what a great get over there by Mafucci. And after all of that, the Eagles with a big point, and it's only 2 on the scoreboard, but with the longest rally of the evening by far, they come away with it.
Yeah, those start to tire players out a little bit, and my opinion is the advantage on that's probably going to go in BC's favor.
Big swing by Camarillo, but it's wide, and we're tied up at 3 here in the third. The Renegades won the first 25-18. They won the second 25-19. And we're just underway here in the third set.
You know, Vance, so far in the first 2 sets, what we've seen is Bakersfield College. Big swing there by Penelope Zapata out of the back row.
But handled by Jamie Lorch to the extent that it kept it in play. Patterson into the net. 4-3 Renegades.
And that's what I'm talking about, that tired swing. You know, you only have so many of those in your shoulder for a night. And so, you know, not getting prepared, not coming forward, trying to straight up jump while you're swinging, a little bit harder to do after a couple of sets.
Garcia to serve for the Renegades. Long. Big swing on the right side.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier is that we've seen the same pattern with Bakersfield College. You can hang with them for the first part of that set, probably the first 13 points, and then they may pull away a little bit after that. Nice swing through the block there by Patterson.
Great get by Morante for the Renegades. Patterson, they want contact, and they get it. Tipped by the Renegades. Point, San Jacinto.
Yeah, Patterson looking for the line there. She saw that there was nowhere to go cross court, so she came down the line just off the outside of the hand on the right side of the blocker over there for the Renegades.
Camarillo tried to do something with the left, but try to make something good out of a tough situation. Didn't happen. It's 5-5.
A very uncharacteristic set by Sarah Armendariz. Couldn't really get to the ball on that one.
Camarillo with the big swing and the big kill.
Grajeda and Bailey over there on the right side, a little out of sync on that block. They were not together, and it was the pathway gave Camarillo a little bit of a room to get that spike through.
How about this? Laney Camarillo hearing it from this Renegade crowd.
And sometimes things just happen by accident on a volleyball court.
The dig kill.
Reaching out just to get the ball up in the air. It ends up back over the net where nobody is for the Eagles.
Patterson. Woof. Close. Again, cross court, and as you mentioned, even she's starting to kind of rub her own shoulder. Put her left hand up there and kind of working that right shoulder. Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's shaking her hand now, so there may be a shoulder injury that she has that we're not aware of, and that, after a while, that thing's just getting tired.
And she's
coming
getting
out now.
subbed out for her, so.
Yeah, you really don't want to see that. With such a talented player like this, you want to make sure that she's okay and she can continue to play in a game like this. This may be the last one for them this year if they don't pull the set even.
She goes to the wall and stretches herself out, but she is out for now. Armendariz with the signature move.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. The timing of the blocking is now starting to wane with this squad for the Eagles. Earlier, they picked that up every single time she went for it. Now, the blocking isn't there. And Patterson obviously not in the front row to help out with that.
Big swing put right back by Ryan Bain.
And that one was solid.
Ruby Reese puts it away for San Jacinto.
Yeah, Bain and Armendariz on that block, they weren't synced together. Bain was a little further back, and that's what allowed the ball to kind of get down and inside.
7 serving 10. This time, Armendariz slaps it all the way out.
I think she was looking for the back line and didn't quite turn her body enough to push it back and pushed it that direction instead.
8 serving 10. Here come the Eagles.
Good coverage by the Eagles.
Put back again by Ryan Bain.
Ryan Bain doesn't get a whole lot of love out of this, out of this team, but she's not a bad player, and she's got plenty of blocks this season, 216. So
Western State Conference honorable mention.
Yep.
Freshman. And Ruby Reese cannot get that one, and it's now quickly 12-8, just like that. A 4-point lead for the Renegades. Timeout taken by Coach Eason and the Eagles, and we'll take a short break here on Bakersfield.com.
Every day the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome back, everybody. 12-8, Renegades up 4 here in the third set of the Southern Conference Regional Playoffs. Round 1, they won the first 2 sets. They're trying to take care of business in 3. Sarah Lopez for the Renegades, really impressive at the net tonight. Just long on the kill attempt.
Yeah, as I stated earlier, the Renegades, you can hang with them for a little bit. Once we start getting into the low teens like we are right now, that's where the difference starts to happen.
I think at times, Tom, it could be the conditioning factor as you were talking about during the break.
Yeah, I think Carl Ferrer really has a program in place for his team to make sure they're conditioned, and they're not going to – that's called off the tape. No touch by the blocking team there, and that's going to be a point for the Eagles. I think he's got a really good conditioning program set up. And his players don't fatigue quite as early as some of the other teams that we've seen playing against the Renegades.
10 serving 12. Hey, how about a quick kill from Sarah Lopez?
Lopez really starting to shine here in this third set. Some really good blocks and a couple of good hits, so she's doing really well. And here's Penelope Zepeda to serve.
Big kill for the Eagles. Nice point out there. Faith Galvan.
And the Eagles not folded in yet, 13-11 here in the third set.
Oh, wow.
Nice
Arango.
reach by Penelope there.
Oh, an error by the normally super skilled and ready Cynthia Arango, and that makes it 14 serving 11. Baez, the freshman libero, will come in to serve. WSC South honorable mention.
You know, Vance, we talk a lot about the freshman class for Bakersfield College. A lot of these girls coming back next year. Key components to this squad. And there we see it right there, Lainey Camarillo, also a freshman.
And she is also a WSC South first teamer, first team all SWC. And how about Camarillo for the big block?
Yeah, great timing over there on the left side by Lainey. Way to get up and get her hands a little bit wide and spread out. Great block. Way to read the hitter.
Oh, great eyes by Ruby Reese as that serve goes long.
Yeah, good job by Ruby and court presence, knowing where that ball was going to be, taking a step back, finding the spot, and letting the ball go.
Jamie Lurch, handled by Zepeda. And that's a double.
They're going to call double contact right there.
What a great pass by Penelope Zepeda to start that rally. All WSC South first team. Now serving for the Renegades, Cora Garcia. And a big put away by Bianca Logsden. And a timeout taken here by Coach Serena Easton as the Renegades continue to do it. How about Jessica Morante, freshman libero, WSC South second team, WSC South libero of the year, Tom?
Yeah, that's, she was an incredible player in high school. We saw her play in the All-Star game last year and, really just chases everything down. And, great presence on the court, knows how to get in the spot, set her feet. Great absorption on the ball to make a nice clean pass. Just does a really good job as a libero.
Hope you're enjoying all of this on Bakersfield.com. The Southern Conference Regional Playoffs here, November 20th, Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. We'd like to offer this programming note that if the Renegades hang on and take care of business tonight, we will be here Saturday night.
And we're looking down here at Carl Ferreira. They're up 18-12, and he's telling them you got to slide to your left and get in your position. He's literally demonstrating to them mid-game right now, 18-12, where they need to be on that court, and that's what makes Carl such a great coach.
If they are here this Saturday night, if you're watching this locally, I'm certain that the college would love to have you up here in person to root these Renegades on. But we will be here on Bakersfield.com in the event that the Renegades pull this out and move forward. And by all indications right now, they are absolutely in the driver's seat. We're back into action. 18 serving 12, and the big swinging Lauren Patterson back in. You saw her kind of stretching her shoulder and her arm, and there she still kind of just rolls it backwards like a pitcher would.
Yeah, it's nice to see Lauren back in the game and kind of giving it everything she's got. You know, she's probably struggling with a little bit of pain in that shoulder, but boy, really, really going all out right now. Hats off to her.
Oh, tough serve out there by Ariana Velasquez, and she'll get another one. 14 serving 18.
Nice ace as the Eagles start to claw their way back here.
Trouble at the net, and the troublemaker is Lainey Camarillo. She tried to make something happen.
Yeah, Lainey trying to get that, that pass was a little errant and really didn't have any other option than to kind of go after the ball that way.
Oh, that one falls short for Velasquez. The Renegades now 19-15.
And Velasquez was dancing with that tape for the last two serves, so trying to get it to drop right over the net. And that one was a really good knuckleball. If it made it over, it might have been an ace.
Look out. Oh. Penelope Zepeda with the big swing, and the official's going to walk across the floor to talk to the head guy here. And the Renegades, they want tip, of course, because it was a big swing by Penelope.
It may be also, there might be a net violation there on one or two of them, and they may call a play over here.
Well, I believe that the floor ref right here in front of us was going to call a net violation on one of the Eagles.
How about that?
And they did. And Coach Eason, zero disagreement, zero argument, more focused on the task of hand, and that's stopping Lainey Camarillo's serve, 20-15.
And that one may have been out.
They keep it in play. Armendariz this time handled by Arango. Great job. And oh boy. And it was tipped. It was touched. So a big swing by Lauren Patterson. After every one, she comes out holding that shoulder. That's a massive point. Armendariz with that patented move was handled by Arango, kept it alive.
And that was a no look on that one, and great job over there by the libero, keeping that one in play.
16 serving 20. A big swing by Zepeda, handled by the Eagles.
And Lainey currently in the back row right now. So they have to set her off that 10-foot line.
Boy, you can tell the talent and fight in this Eagle team. And she got it.
Yeah, you had to know that they were going to go outside for Penelope because that middle hitter wasn't quite ready to go. There is no left side because it's a 5-1, and Armendariz is in the front row. So really, Penelope the only place to go.
Morante serves for the Renegades, 21-16. And that's a big kill by Penelope Zepeda, WSC South first-team freshman outside hitter, number 8. You covered her a lot of years, too.
I sure did. And Penelope really starting to show up here late. Really, it's been kind of the Lainey Camarillo show most of the night. But Penelope now starting to turn it on over there on that left side, which is her power side.
It's 22-16. Renegades trying to do this in 3. Trouble. That's going to be 23-16. 2 points away from moving into the quarterfinals.
Oh!
Almost. Great effort out there by Olivia by Cora Garcia. Camarillo got into the action, and then Morante said, maybe I can get it from the water faucet.
And they didn't blow that whistle dead when Laney got a hold of it, so that pancake was good. But Morante really didn't have enough room to get around it to set it back over the net.
17 serving into 23. Camarillo.
Nice back set at the 10-foot line.
Kovic gets it. Oh, what a set. Big block up front, though. Now it's Camarillo.
The Eagles have got to get some power into this. That wasn't even touched. It's going to call 4 on that. Oh, he's going to call double contact.
Yeah, called double contact. So here it is, match point. 1 away from moving on to the next round. The crowd is on their feet. What a festive moment here in the Gil Bishop Sports Center.
And Sarah Lopez is back in the front row now. So we got 2 really strong hitters in the front row for BC.
Armendariz, but oh, what a get by Morante. Oh, almost. And the Renegades will have to give the ball back. 18-24.
Eagles trying to fight this one off. Down 24-18 right now.
Laney Mafucci serving for the San Jacinto Eagles. Only 4 losses the entire season. Not done yet. Ruby Reese saying, hey, hold on, everybody.
Nice block over there on the left side, taking care of Penelope Zepeda. And Zepeda a little bit ginger there with her back.
19-24, Tom, match point again. That's long, and that was Ryan Bain. Coach Ferreira wants the timeout as the Eagles are still in this thing. 22-4 on the season, 8-2 in conference play. They come in ranked number 17 in the state, and they are not about to go out without a fight.
They will not go quietly into this good night, for sure. Yeah, fighting this one all the way, and they're on about a 3 or 4 point run right now, so they're really holding off Bakersfield College. Carl Ferrer wanting to have a little bit of a conversation over there on the sideline and kind of get his team, just kind of corral them a little bit, calm them down. You know, go back to the fundamentals right now. That's what you got to do. And maybe give them a little bit of a break because those legs might be turning to rubber.
If they pull this out and 1 more point, dare I say when they pull this out, we're going to be here Saturday night for some more playoff action. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun Saturday night here at the Gil Bishop Sports Center.
It'd be nice to have to pull out the bleachers up on the upper level here, wouldn't it?
Where would we stand? We'd have to work it out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got it. Okay, here we go. Laney Mafucci will serve again for the San Jacinto Eagles. Listen to the crowd.
And the chant really starting to resonate here through.
Here we go. And that's it. Penelope Zepeda stamps Bakersfield College's passport to the next round Saturday night as they wait to see who they will take on. But wow, that was impressive. Tom.
You know, you look at, how confident they play and the way that Carl Ferreira just kind of reins them back in there. They went back to the drawing board. I'll guarantee you that's exactly the play that he drew up. You're going to get the pass here. It's going to be set straight back to Penelope, and Penelope's going to put it away. And you know what? Hey, and hats off to the Eagles. Did a great job of blocking there in that last set, giving Bakersfield College a little bit of trouble. And you know what? When you're going up and you're hitting and it's getting blocked constantly and you're having to play that one off, you start to get tired. And that's kind of one of the things that some of the other teams may have to think about when they play Bakersfield College is we really got to focus on the block. We got to key in on those hitters, make them work harder for it, get them tired as much as you can, which is hard to do for Bakersfield College.
We will take a short break and come back, and we will try to decide during this break, who the Red Shield Award winner will be for Player of the Match, and that's presented by Tony's Pizza. Renegades move on. Straight sweep tonight over San Jacinto. When we come back, we'll hand out our Red Shield Player of the Match.
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
If you call Kern County home, then you can bank with Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. It's that simple. From savings and checking accounts to home and auto loans to the latest in online and mobile technology, Kern Schools is here to be your lifelong financial partner. And whether you like traditional banking or prefer to handle your finances online, we can meet all your needs. To open your Kern Schools account today, simply visit a branch or go online. With online account opening, you won't even have to come visit us. Just one more way Kern Schools is here to make your life easier so your dreams and goals become reality. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Tom Myers. The Renegades moved to 24-1 overall. The Eagles of San Jacinto, only 5 losses this year, the 5th one being the last one, of course. They go to 25-2. First of all, you talk about this San Jacinto team, had to kind of play their way into this deal, got here, made it, got up here, and run into that Renegade buzzsaw, but a really nice team for Coach Eason.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I mean, give it up to, Lauren Patterson, that amazing hitter for Mount San Jacinto. I'll tell you what, did a great job this evening, and had a little bit of a shoulder problem there, it looks like, but, really one of the bright spots on that squad, one of the many bright spots on that squad. They played hard, and they blocked really well, which is kind of difficult to do against that juggernaut of those hitters with Bakersfield College.
The Renegades win 25-18, 25-19, 25-20. They will play this Saturday night. We will be here on Bakersfield.com, but we'd like to have you here with us. You can watch on your phone and listen on your phone like some of our family members do while they're here. Love to see you here. Follow us. We'll get that out here to you shortly around the social platform. Okay, well, we want to thank our athletic director, Sandy Taylor. We want to thank Diana Christian for being here, our sports information director, Brandon Urey, Keith Ford, associate athletic director, of course, Todd Hansen, and all that he does to get us going here. But it's that time, the Red Shield Award, Player of the Match, presented by Tony's Pizza. Let's talk this through a little bit. Let's talk this through. First of all, throw kind of the superstar, the big names at you. Let's start with Penelope Zepeda.
Yeah, Penelope Zepeda, can do it all. She can pass, she can hit, she can even set. But, really, she kind of found her stride a little bit later in the game and then did a great job of really, and she put that last one away. The power starts to come for her as she progresses through the game.
Sarah Armendariz.
Sarah Armendariz, I'll tell you what, she's in a 5-1. That's the prime person that you want. Armendariz, great set. You can get up in the air to do that jump set and then had a couple of no-look dumps behind her that left them just kind of bewildered. Early on, they had her. Early on, they were looking for that. They had studied film on her. So she was getting blocked every single time she tried it. But as the game progressed on, they couldn't really follow her that well down the line, and then she found openings and just dumped the ball.
Lainey Camarillo.
Lainey Camarillo, another strong hitter. She started out strong. She ended strong. There was nothing different for her the entire time. And, boy, what a powerful player and someone that's really developed since high school. And I've watched her play for the last 5 years. And I'll tell you what, playing all the way around now, much the same way that Penelope Zepeda does, really has developed as a premier player in California.
But we build up to our final player, and she is the Tony's Pizza Player of the Match, the Red Shield Award winner, and it's Jessica Morante.
Jessica Morante, I mean, let's face it, the power hitters get all the love. The passers not so much, the liberos not so much, the DSs not so much, but boy, did she do a great job of serving well today. She was all over the court. She's the one that sets up the offense. My old volleyball coach, David Wittenberg, always said, the first thing you have to do is pass the ball.
Absolutely.
If you can't pass the ball, you can't do anything else. And Moranti put the ball on the dot all night long, did a great job doing it.
Jessica, our Red Shield Award winner presented by Tony's Pizza. Congratulations to you. We'll see you, your teammates, your coaching staff back here again this Saturday night as the number 2 ranked team in the state, now 24-1. Bakersfield College Renegades will be here. We'll see you on Bakersfield.com. And if you're here local, get here this Saturday night. On behalf of Tom and myself and everybody involved in this live streaming broadcast, we'd like to wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving.